As you might remember, Dave and I decided to start waking up at 4 a.m. last summer. Crazy, I know. Now, after a full year of sticking to our plan, I have a few thoughts to share, including one of the easiest ways to get excited about waking up early. But first of all, I want to mention that I don't think waking up early is essential for productivity or a lifetime of success. It's completely possible to sleep in and be productive during different times of the day. However, based on the number of emails and comments I've gotten asking about our 4 a.m. wake-up time, I figured it was time for another blog post. If you have no desire to be a morning person, check out my Facebook feed or my blog archives instead, and then come back tomorrow for a delicious Southwest spaghetti squash casserole, smiley face. If you are interested in learning to become a morning person, something I do think you can learn, I hope the 4 tips in today's post will help. Tip number 1. Don't stress out about bedtimes. Whenever anyone realizes that Dave and I wake up at 4 a.m., the first question they almost always ask is, "Oh my word! What time do you go to bed?" Yes, we obviously go to bed earlier than most other adults, but I really don't think it will be that big of a deal once you get on your new schedule. Dave and I are almost always in bed by 10 o'clock, often earlier, but we both prefer to be awake early in the morning versus late at night, so this is not a hardship for us at all. It might be more challenging once our children are older, but I'm confident we'll figure out a way to adapt whenever the times comes. For now though, we will happily sacrifice a bit of our evening social life for a huge amount of quiet time every morning. If you feel like you could never go to bed early enough to make this work, I'd like to challenge you to at least give it a try. However, don't start out trying to go to bed significantly earlier than normal. Just go to bed at your normal time but set your alarm earlier in the morning. After a few days, your body will naturally be tired earlier in the evening and it will be much easier to get to bed on time. Tip number 2, don't let yourself nap. You've never been a napping person, but if you start taking naps during the day, you basically start a really vicious sleep cycle where you're not tired at bedtime so you stay up later to finish your to-do list, but then it's harder for you to wake up since you went to bed so late, so you're groggy in the morning, and not as productive as you could be, but then you're exhausted by mid-afternoon again, so you decide to take a nap and the whole process starts all over again.